Akademiks can't ride no way.
Right now, chat, I'm learning too. When I'm watching these videos, I'm learning.
That was the Your Honor.
Okay.
That numerous times.
I don't really care to watch that. All right. What I did want to play, I don't have a short video on this. So we got some key rulings in the Foolio case. Now, remember, this is pretrial. And what they have in pretrial is all of these rulings that's going to show and, you know, kind of carve out that rap videos and gang ties or gang tattoos, could they be used in making the state's case of saying that these guys were motivated on a premeditated level by ongoing gang violence and a feud that existed through music. So that's pretty much what's going to be discussed.
Okay, and finally, counsel for
hold on. Give me a second. All right, so.
And Judge, it's my expectation that we will rely on one of them mostly for the expert testimony, but as far as the documentation, there is.
No, this is too long. I got to find a shorter video. It's 2 hours. Let me just look at law and crimes, the main joint, law and crimes. I would imagine the judge would say most of the stuff is admissible, because if you're telling the story, which I'm thinking that these are trumped up charges that prove conspiracy, which this is a conspiracy charge, is a conspiracy among several people. No matter what role you played, you knew actively it was going to result in this guy's death. And this is why all of them are facing life in prison, except for the girl who she took a plea, slid out the back door by saying, I didn't know. I basically was getting beat up by my boyfriend and I had to go along with whatever it was. Okay. So I can't see nothing that's kind of giving any more context. A couple days ago, they had their gang affiliations broken down by gang experts. Check this out.
Do you have questions? Okay.
Afternoon, Detective.
Hey, how are you?
You testified that you get a lot of information from social media.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Another way, do you do interviews with gang members?
Yes, sir.
Would you say that they are unwilling to provide you specific information, though?
It depends on the circumstances of the interview. If generally, there's some of them that are really cool. That have.
Damn, his girl free, or about to be free.
Outgrown that lifestyle that will talk to you, just man to man or outside of the walls. There's some that are still in the lifestyle and they'll give you little bits and pieces here and there. And then there's some that face significant charges and they are willing to help themselves that give them information.
Okay. But if they're not helping themselves a lot of times, or they're
all right, hold on, my bad. You know, I'm gonna watch this guy's thing, Cuff Boys.
Location in Georgia.
Yes.
What?
Oh shoot! Oh, right. Yeah. Is it still dislocated or is it put back?
Why this nigga eyes so open like this? Look at this. Yeah, whatever they said this nigga did, he did it, bro.
Charged with this murder attempt on Foolio.
Yo, this nigga, he on some little Dirk shit, bro. He not blinking.
Yes.
Was the phone searched by anyone in Gwinnett County? Is Mr.
Here we go.
Yeah, no, it's okay.
Look at this thing.
Rashad. The list goes on.
In an interview room at the Gwinnett County Police Department facility.
And at some point, do they have audio? Do they have recording ability or capabilities there?
Look at his eyes.
I can't recall there. I know that I had an audio device and I recorded it.
And
yes. He said he wanted to talk to a lawyer. They made no further attempts to interview him on this offense.
So you terminated the interview, is that correct?
Yes, we spoke for a couple minutes after, but it was just preliminary information I was giving him.
So they're playing audio of an interview with him when he was first arrested, I believe.
Just so you know, you have the right to remain silent. If you give up right to remain silent, anything you say.
Yo, look at how open his eyes got. Look, he look regular here. Whatever they said this nigga did, he did it.
When he was first arrested, I believe.
Just so you know, you have the right to remain silent.
Look, normal.
If you give up right to remain silent.
Oh,
anything
shit.
You say, can be used against you in court. You have the right to consult an attorney before you make a statement or answer any question. And the right to have an attorney present during question. Okay, so just so you understand, this is not about what they did to you. Okay, we are with the Tampa Police Homicide Unit. Okay, we want to talk to you about something that happened in Tampa. Yeah. Is it still dislocated or is it put back in?
So it sounds like he's bitching about his shoulder being dislocated, sweat, shoulder.
For attempts to interview the defendant, Rashad Murphy. What occurred, invoked, and requested?
Now, I'm gonna take a different approach that I took to the Alicia Andrews case. Why? Because Alicia Andrews, I think we all made this assumption that you're caught on. Well, she's not caught. She wasn't a shooter, but the crime is caught on Tesla cameras, this and third. We're like, these motherfuckers is cooked. Like, y'all are literally fried, deep fried, right? And we thought that was going to be the thing. However, you know, through however means she got like some really favorable charge or conviction that now I'm not going to assume these guys are going to be automatically guilty because we've seen weirder things like Hernandez Govan wasn't found guilty. So we're going to have to really pay attention to, and of course, I'm going to do a better job. I know I'm unprepared today, but I'm going to do a better job of figuring out what got admitted into the trial and how it will end up shaping the trial. But we can't just assume these guys are going to get found guilty. We've seen, I thought Hernandez Govan with the Young Dolph show was going to get found guilty. He's innocent in doing podcasts, right? So we got to figure out what gets allowed in and see how this kind of goes, because we've seen what happened with the girl in the case. She slithered out to a manslaughter charge, and apparently I'm not sure if she even has to fully testify against everybody. So that's going to be interesting. That's going to be very, very interesting. I wanted to watch this with y'all. Yo, chat, I was watching this. I kind of watched this already, but I want to watch it with y'all. This guy doesn't do hip hop, but I love body cam videos. And this is one of them. Chat.
I got my track.
This just came out like 7 days ago. Check this out. I'm going to watch this. I'm going to speed it up. But I want to watch this with y'all. Check this out.
I grab my tractor. I go up there because if they don't move, I'm not physically putting.
Okay.
Ohio, when the Ross County.
Okay. So
It's a sunny autumn afternoon in Chillicothe,
Here we
Ohio,
go.
when the Ross County Sheriff.